Welcome to Science Studies. Today I am going to teach you the last topic in your refraction of the light at the plane surface lesson. The content what I am going to teach you is very important content. It is important for 4 marks. They will ask question like demonstrate how image is formed by the glass slab. They will ask in another form, determine the behavior of the light through the glass slab or determine refraction of the light through the glass slab. So to demonstrate it, we have to follow the steps like aim, requirement, procedure, observation and conclusion. So the aim of this experiment is to demonstrate lateral shift. You can write in another form, to demonstrate refraction of the light through the glass slab. Requirements for this activity: a wooden plank. Instead of the plank, I have taken a thermocol sheet and a glass slab, a white chart or paper, protractor, pencil and scale, some pins we need. So these are the requirements for the activity what we are going to perform. Let's start the procedure. Now I'm going to explain about procedure. First of all, take a wooden plank or thermocol sheet. Now place a chart or white paper. So I placed a white paper at here. Okay. Now attach the paper to the thermocol sheet with the help of pins. Now take rectangular glass slab, place it on the paper at the center position of the paper. Now draw outer line of the glass slab with the help of pencil or pen. Now label 4 edges as A, B, C, D. So this is the AB side, this is the CD side. Now draw a perpendicular line on the side AB. So this is the perpendicular line. This perpendicular line acts as a normal. Now take a protractor, place it that must equal to the normal line and label the degrees, angles. So angle 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. These are the angles. Now draw a line to the point, center point O by taking any angle like a 20 or 30 or 40. At here I am taking 40 degree. So I am drawing a line from the degree 40 to the center point O. So this is act as a incident ray. It is act as a incident ray. So the angle between the normal line and incident is called angle of incident. Now penetrate 2 pins on the line incident. Now take glass slab and place it again on the rectangular box that must coincident. So look at here, 2 pins are penetrated at the side of AB on the line incident. By watching these pins from another side CD penetrate 2 other pins, that pins must be equal to these 2 pins must be equal to these pins by watching this side. Look at here, by watching this side, these 2 pins appears as equal to these 2 pins, but by removing these, actually these 2 pins are not equal to these pins. But when we place the glass slab on the rectangular outer line, these two pins are appears equal to these two pins by watching through the glass slab from other side. But removing this glass slab, these two and these two pins are not same in line, not in straight line. So I am removing these two pins. Draw a line by connecting these two dots, pin marks, and draw a perpendicular line to the CD. This is act as a normal line, the side CD. Now draw a line by connecting these 2 points. So actually this ray is refractive ray. This is the refractive ray, and this ray is called emergent ray. Means the ray which is come out of the glass slab is called emergent ray. So this is incident ray, refraction takes place. This is the ray, refractive ray. So this is the angle of refraction. The angle between the normal line and the emergent ray is called angle of emergence. Now by extending the incident ray, look at here, I am extending incident ray. This is the extension of the incident ray. If you observe the distance between the emergent ray and this extended incident ray, this distance is called lateral shift. So almost what is the distance between them? So 4 centimeters. The reading is 4 centimeters. So this is the value of lateral shift. So this is the value of lateral shift. So activity is over at here. Look at here. What is the observation? When we pass the light through the glass slab, the incident ray pass through the glass slab and refraction takes place, and that ray come outside from the glass slab. That ray is called emergent ray. The distance between the emergent ray and the extended normal line is called lateral shift. So conclusion is the lateral shift is 4 centimeters.
Now we are going to perform the activity to prove the vertical shift. Requirements for this activity is a rectangular glass slab and pencil, pins or small nails, a scale and pro circle, the round pro circle, and a white chart. First of all, take a white chart and place it on the wooden plank and draw a straight line on the chart at the middle of the chart. Now take a glass slab and place it at the center of the line and draw outer line of the glass slab. I am drawing outer line of the glass slab. Now remove the glass slab. Look at here, we got a rectangular outer line. Label that corners as A, B, C, D. So these are the 4 corners of the rectangular. Now place the glass slab again. Now take a pin and place it on the perpendicular line to AB. The pin distance should be 5 cm from the AB line or glass slab. Place another pin by watching through the glass slab from other side CD. That pin must be equal to the pin other side of glass slab. So look at here, the pin appears as a equal to the pin other side. They two are appears as a same line. But what happened? Look at here. By removing glass slab, look, the 2 pins P, Q are not same in line. They are have some difference, some distance between them. Now look at again. When I kept the glass slab, the 2 pins are appears as a same in line, same in straighten, but they are, when we remove glass slab, there appears as a different in positions. Now I am removing that pins and drawing a lines where they are located. So this is the line of the pin Q, and that is the line of the pin P. So remove the pins and measure the distance between these 2 points by using scale. We should measure the distance between the mark of the P and mark of the Q. So these 2 points explains what is the vertical shift. So actually before measuring the length, I am going to extend P line and Q line with the help of scale. So I am drawing a straight line from the point P where we kept the first pin, and the second line is another pin Q when we kept by watching from other side of the glass slab. The distance between these two lines is, two lines means P and Q is 0.6 centimeter. Then we can find out refractive index of the glass slab. So to find out refractive index of the glass slab, first of all we have to measure the thickness of the glass slab, how much it is thick. Look at here, I am measuring the thickness of the glass slab is 1.5 centimeters. Now to find out the refractive index of the given glass slab, we have to use a formula: thickness of the slab by thickness of the slab minus vertical shift. We obtain the values. The vertical shift is 0.6 centimeters and thickness of the glass slab is 1.5 centimeters. By substituting these values, we can get answer 1.66 by using formula. No, it is difficult to shoot the fish in the water because it appears in the fake position due to the refraction of the light. Look at here, the orange appears very close to us because of the refraction of the light, because the lateral shift of the glass slab. Okay friends, thanks for watching. Please watch social studies videos as well as biology and physics videos in this YouTube channel, and also we are providing some interesting stories for the entertainment. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share. Bye bye.